Welcome to the first episode of Ultimate Japan. I'm your travel guide, Scott Suzui, and I'll be taking you all over Japan. In each episode, we'll take you on a journey throughout the country to showcase the many things Japan has to offer, from the interesting places to the bizarre types of foods, showing you the different cultures, tradition, and pride of Japan. So grab your tickets, luggage, and don't forget your passport, and just follow me. Ohayo gozaimasu, which means good morning, because it's 6:30 a.m. right now. We've safely made it to Japan, and I'm glad you could make it too, because in today's episode, we'll see what's cooking in the kitchen after a hard day's practice of sumo. Then, we'll take you to a district called Ameoko, the largest shopping area with the best deals in town. But first, let's go on the Yamanote Sen line and head out to Ugui Sudani Station to visit Musashigawa Bear. Just follow me. Sumo is a sport where two wrestlers face off in a circular area. It is the national sport of Japan and is surrounded by ceremony and ritual. Its history can be traced nearly 2,000 years. Today, we're in front of Musashigawa Bear to meet the former Yokozuna Musashi Maru and just to see a little bit of the way of life. So just follow me. Let's go. This train-like formation, which is a ritualized dance, is a daily workout routine to emphasize teamwork. Junior Rikishi or wrestlers get up the earliest around 5 a.m. for training, whereas the Sekitori or wrestlers in the top two divisions start around 7 a.m. At the Tachiai or initial charge, both wrestlers must jump up from the crouch simultaneously at the start. The first person to touch the ground with any part of his body other than the soles of his feet or be pushed out of the ring loses. This grueling training will go on for hours and practice 7 days a week. これ何ですか？
これはまあ、チキン南蛮ですね。
チキン南蛮？なんか
これで
味がかけてる？
これつけて、それでだし切ってあげたの。
だしにつけて、そしてパン粉をつけて。Oh, this is chicken ですかこれ？
これは
Oh, this is they're making chicken, but what they do is they soak it in a sauce, and then they put it in a batter and they're deep frying it. あとはなんか他のものは？
他のものはもうできて出しちゃったんですよね。
それがちゃんこ。
ちゃんこ佐々木今日のちゃんこですね。
Today they also prepared chanko nabe, which is a stew, simmering stew where they put vegetables, and today's menu is pork miso. So we're gonna see that later on. We'll see how they put the chicken and the, it's good. Okay, so shall we eat? Let's go have some food. The most common type of food served is the traditional sumo meal chanko nabe, which consists of a simmering stew which contains various fish, meats, and vegetables. This protein-rich, healthy dish, usually eaten with rice, is served in massive quantities to help rikshis put on weight to compete more effectively. So we're having lunch now at Musashi Gawabiya, and this is the chanko style nabe food. This is a miso with the pork. They simmer it for a long time, which gives it very healthy. A lot of vegetables in here. Real tasty, very, very tasty.
We have this twice a day, but different kind of it. So we get in the morning and night.
I guess when you put all the pork and everything inside, it brings out all the taste
Oh yeah,
of the food.
the dashi,
Of the
right?
dashi from the food comes out. It tastes
So
so.
we cook the kind first, throw the meat in first. Throw the meat, all the flavor from
The
it
pork
out,
first.
yeah.
And then also they kind of stir fried some cabbage and carrots, and they even have ham in Japan. Sunny side up eggs. Well, I guess protein for the wrestlers.
Chicken butter.
And the chicken there. Chicken namba.
Chicken number.
Is that egg on top?
No, it's tartar sauce. Yeah, egg, but it's like tartar sauce.
It's a tartar sauce for, I guess, a sauce for the chicken, which gives it more taste. Where the chicken is already marinated in a sauce, so it has so much flavor. The chicken is. It tastes like a egg,
Like egg and onion.
onion. Is there mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Everything is that kind cooked right over here in the back. You know what I mean?
The sumo wrestlers actually eat really, really good food, just like the restaurant. So what they're doing now is they're grooming their hair after a hard day's practice. Their top knot, what they call a chomage, comes apart. So everyone is standing in line to make their hair back to normal again, to represent a sumo wrestler. Only sumo wrestlers have that top knot. On entering sumo, wrestlers are expected to grow their hair long to form a top knot or chomage, similar to the samurai hairstyles of the Edo period. They're expected to wear the chomage and traditional sumo garment when in public. As I sat there watching the practice today, I was so amazed how tough their practice was. For one thing, there was no mat to even fall on, and as their bodies collided, it just echoed throughout the dojo. These wrestlers are pushed physically and mentally, and if that wasn't hard enough, they were getting hit by a shinai stick for poor performance. I think sumo is the toughest sport in the world today, and that's an ultimate challenge. I just had to show you this. We're now in Ueno, in front of a famous statue and meeting place, the Musashi Maru statue. Well, not exactly. His name is Saigo Takamori, a famous samurai in the Edo period about 140 years ago. And now, let's go to the place I promised you, one of the largest shopping areas in Japan called Ameyoko. Just follow me. We're now in Ameya-yokocho, otherwise known as Ameyoko, the largest outside shopping area in Japan where you can find the best deals. Let's go take a look. We're now at this place called Kawasate Shoten, where they have, I guess, packaged goods of arare, scallop, dried cuttlefish, and you can see why Ameyoko is known for their best deals. Let's get something here. Can I? How much is it?
1,000. One more service. One more service.
One more? One more? Wow. Is that a good deal? And how much is this? 1,000 yen.
1000 yen.
10 yen is about $8 American dollars. $8. One more? One more. Not one more?
7.
7? Okay, you got a deal. I'll take it. I want to see what I got for 10 yen. So I got some beans and some maguro, smoked squid, cuttlefish, white cuttlefish, wasabi, kakimochi, and dried fish. What kind of fish? Chili milk, calcium, a lot of calcium. Wow, great, good deal. 10 yen. We're now at this stand called New Fruits. New Fruits. And my favorite thing about Japan is they have the most delicious fruits. And right now I'm gonna have some, is this cantaloupe? 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 Tabete? Let's try this. Wow, so juicy. So look how nice and juicy it is. Mmm. So sweet. Mmm. Oh. Just like they inject sugar inside. It's so sweet. Mmm. Another of my favorite fruits is watermelon. And check out the Japanese watermelon. There's no seeds inside. Mmm. 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 It's so sweet. Mmm. Let's look some more. Ameyoko is a packed open market full of stalls selling candies, fruits, meats, dried goods, clothing, and almost anything you can imagine. If you're looking for a more typically Asian market street in Tokyo with friendly vendors trying to shout out each other, this is it. As a matter of fact, prices are negotiable. So as you wander about the boulevard, you can enjoy negotiating to have stuff you buy discounted. Definitely a good place for souvenirs for friends back home.
おまけチャンネル14負けちゃうおまけワンモアワンモアジャパニーズ好きかアロハ入れちゃえ入れちゃえたくさん入れちゃえ From Tokyo welcome Tokyo hey one more アロハ one more hey さらに good skin for good health Tokyo 76 one more
Last one.
One more welcome Tokyo! Hey, say it!
We're now at Ochano Kiminoe. Ochano Kiminoe. And another one of my favorite things in Japan to eat is this soft cone. Soft cream? Soft cream? Soft cream. It's so good. It's so milky because the milk comes from Hokkaido. So when you eat it, it's just not like plain vanilla ice cream. The milk taste is so strong. It really has a strong cream or milk taste. It's not really sweet, but you can taste the milk taste. Almost like they just squeezed the milk out of the cow and made the ice cream. That's how milky it is. Can I have one more green tea? Green tea, one more. On our way back, we decided to stop in Asakusa to visit Sensoji Temple, one of Tokyo's most traditional neighborhoods. As you enter the Kaminarimon gate, you will see two sides of endless shops called Nakamise, where tourists shop for souvenirs. Here in Nakamise Dori is the main part of the approach to the Sensoji Temple. Numberless small shops are there for you to buy souvenirs. It might be difficult to decide what you should buy because there is a quite wide variety of goods and sweets, as well as Japanese-style clothes or folk crafts sold there. Wandering about the area will make you feel a kind of nostalgia, which takes you back to the midst of the old city of Edo's downtown. This is kibidango. これ kibidango は何？お餅？
お餅です。
It's mochi rice. お餅は何？ Rice ご飯ね。Rice cake, Japanese rice cake. And this was eaten way back in the Edo period. The same, what is this called again? Kibidango. Eaten in the Edo period. Let's taste it. 粉が喉に入った。The flour went in my throat, but it's very sweet. Very good. 温かいね。It's warm. 美味しい美味しい。
ありがとうございます。
I guess I can eat it in one bite. 美味しいね。美味しい。美味しい means delicious in Japanese.
ありがとうございます。
Asakusa is the part of Tokyo most famous for the Sensoji Buddhist temple. The temple was built in the 7th century, making it Tokyo's oldest temple and one of its most significant. Formerly associated with the Tendai sect, it became independent after World War II. Sensoji is the focus of Tokyo's largest and most popular Matsuri. The festival takes place over 3 to 4 days in late spring and sees the surrounding streets closed to traffic from dawn until late evening.
We're still in Asakusa in front of this famous Sensoji temple where there is a famous Buddhist god in there. But before you go in there to make your prayer, you have to purify yourself. So we start off by purifying your hands and then your body. So I'll start doing that. This is, I guess, the cleansing of the hands. Some people drink it, but I'm not. And then, the body. You try and get the smoke in your face, on your body, everywhere you want. Here? Okay. Okay. And I guess this kind of purifies and cleanses your body. So now I can go up and pray for good health, safety. There's 2 offering boxes, one here and one inside. So I make a little offering, throw the coin inside. And I pray for good health. Hope you enjoyed our first episode of Ultimate Japan. Join us again next week for another exciting journey. Sayonara.